Okay, let's just jump right into it. We're going to talk about something that's happening right under our noses, one of the biggest, quietest changes of our time. It's all about how the tech we carry around every single day is, well, it's changing how we remember. And if it's changing our memory, it's changing us.
So let me start by asking you something, and be honest. Can you, right now, without reaching for your phone, remember an important phone number by heart? I'm talking your partner's, your parents', maybe your best friend's number.
Yeah, if you struggled with that, you are definitely not alone. And look, it's not because you're getting lazy or your memory is shot. It's a sign of the times. It points to this huge shift. See, we used to use technology just to store memories. Now we're letting it do the actual remembering for us.
We've officially entered the age of outsourced memory. It's like we're not just putting information in an external filing cabinet anymore. We're basically hiring a personal assistant to remember it all for us. Think about it. Why would you memorize a route when your GPS has it? Why memorize a fact when you can just Google it in 2 seconds?
And you've got to understand, this isn't just about making life easier. No, this is a deep, fundamental change in how our brains actually work. When we hand off the job of remembering, our brains, they adapt. They literally rewire themselves. And the consequences? They go way, way beyond just forgetting a phone number.
And that's why this is such a big deal. I mean, what is memory? It's not just facts and figures. The things you remember, the stories you tell about your life, that collection of experiences, that's your identity. That's you. So, what happens to our identity when we start outsourcing it?
To really get this, we have to rewind a bit. Let's talk about the biological brain, how this thing in our heads was supposed to work in the first place. For millennia, it was the only hard drive we had, right? And evolution shaped it to keep us alive. But here's the kicker. It was never, ever designed for perfection.
Our natural memory has all these so-called flaws, right? It forgets things, it gets details wrong, it mashes different memories together. But, and this is the amazing part, those aren't bugs, they're features. These so-called imperfections were actually essential for our survival.
I know it sounds kind of crazy, but forgetting is actually a critical part of learning. To make any sense of the world, your brain has to toss out the junk. It has to filter what's important from what's not. That process of forgetting is how we move from just collecting random data to actually gaining wisdom.
And then, modern technology shows up. And it comes with this incredible, almost seductive promise: perfect memory. A digital archive of your life where nothing is ever lost, nothing is ever forgotten. But, of course, there's always a catch.
See, it used to be that your brain was the curator. It decided what was worth keeping based on feeling, on how meaningful something was, on repetition. It was a very personal, very human process.
But now the algorithm is the curator. You know those on this day notifications you get? That's a perfect example. Technology isn't just a passive storage box anymore. It's actively digging through your past and deciding what you should look at today. The control is literally shifting from you to the code. And this really gets to the heart of it. The companies that hold all our digital memories, every photo, every message, they're now in the driver's seat. They can influence how you feel right now, just by choosing which slice of your past to show you.
So what's the actual effect on our thinking? Well, think of your memory like a muscle. If you stop using it, what happens? It gets weaker. Your brain is incredibly efficient. It's not going to waste energy on a job that's already being done by your phone.
This really sums up the big change. Before, it was all about accumulating knowledge inside your head. Now, it's about being an expert navigator of information outside your head. The key skill isn't knowing the answer anymore. It's knowing exactly where to find it, and fast.
You ever wonder why you can perfectly recall some silly meme you saw years ago, but you can't remember the details of an important article you read yesterday? This is why. Human memory runs on emotion and meaning. Algorithmic memory runs on engagement and attention. They're playing by completely different rules. So look, this isn't some sci-fi story about good guys versus bad guys, or humans versus robots. It's just an evolution. We're already living in this hybrid future. The real question isn't if it's happening, but what we're going to make of it.
And let me be perfectly clear, this isn't some far-off future we're talking about. This is right now. Our memory is already a hybrid system. Part of it is in our heads, and part of it is on a server somewhere. It's a blend of our lived experience and what an algorithm thinks we should revisit.
And from here, it feels like we're at a crossroads. There are really 2 paths this can take. On one path, this technology is an amazing partner. It helps us learn more, save our histories, make smarter choices. But on the other path, it becomes a crutch. It replaces real thought, it dumbs down our experiences, and it could even weaken our sense of who we are.
So the big takeaway here isn't that we should fight technology and go back to memorizing phone books. That ship has sailed. The new challenge is different. It's not about remembering more stuff, it's about remembering better. It's about being deliberate. What's important enough to keep in your head, and what can you safely let your phone handle?
So as we close this out, just remember, the change isn't coming, it's here. Our memories are fundamentally different now. So the only real question left is for you. Are you going to be an active participant in shaping your own memory, or just a passive user, letting it be shaped for you?
Because in the end, the future isn't going to be won by the machine that can remember everything. It's going to be shaped by the humans who have the wisdom to know what's actually worth remembering in the first place.